Peace, peace, peace. Just want to come back with a quick video, man. And yeah, I wanted to talk about this real quick. 'Cause I was kind of looking on this. I actually had this written down a few weeks ago, but I wanted to, because I was kind of looking at this, because like I was kind of check this website out from time to time. Today in hip hop history, it like goes into different albums or different important figures in the rap and the hip hop world, things of that nature goes into that. So this website going for like different classic albums or like different classic rap movies or hip or sometimes little hood movies or like movies like Boys in the Hood or Menace Society or Belly or whatever. It goes into that, but also too it goes into different albums that was released or different rappers that was like born or died, things that nature. It's called Today in Hip Hop History, bro. I think it's a Tumblr page, but I said to say I wanted to go on this because I was looking on this today, and I meant to go on this today, and actually one of this might be Jay Z's best. Jay Z's probably best lyrically is his best album. But yeah, today it says the Black album was released. So, but I had this written down because I was having a conversation with a coworker of mine, because he was. I really kind of held my piece on it, but he was talking about the whole Bill Cosby thing, how he felt like he was innocent, and but I mean, honestly, I wasn't there, but honestly, the whole Bill Cosby thing, I think, in that world, him being like a quote unquote allegedly boule and things of that nature, and all the women that accused him, I don't think Bill Cosby was totally innocent though, but I said to say though, because some women was probably lying, but some of that stuff he probably did. That's me speaking as a man, but I said to say because he's using that how Bill Cosby's image and things of that nature. All he did for our people, things of that nature, and what show it he did, things of that nature. But see, here's the thing with our people sometimes, because this leads me to this, because we can't ignore different one fact, and we can't ignore we can't just forget you know just gloss over the good, we just can't gloss over the bad that people do for the good that they did. But that leads me to this though, because a lot of times too, like even in because this kind of remind me of that, man, because like a lot of times too, we can't just say like a lot of times too for our people that, because no, I like rap, hip hop things, and like in it all damn near all my life, still to this day. But a lot of times too, but here's the thing is too, what a lot of times what our people don't understand is that what these people are actually about. But shout out to like brothers, like even before I came to work and when I was coming to work, brothers like Chronicles of Judah, even brothers like Quan 144 and other brothers as well that go into the the left hand side of things sometimes and understand just so we could, because the main thing is honestly because to our people it's important to go to these things sometimes, not to get too focused on it, because like it says in Ecclesiastes 7:25 to know the knowledge of wickedness, because our people are caught up a lot of times in idolatry in these people. So not knowing what they're about. But honestly too, even if they do know what they're about, they keep going. But you got like the brother somebody first one say, you gotta understand that these people are the world. You could do videos like these and showing people things, but they still gonna believe it. They're still gonna fall after their heads on them. But sometimes it's one thing too. Sometimes people just like, listen, I just like the music, entertained by it is what it is. But some people, like I said, call up in idolatry and it's worship these people as gods. And I was actually gonna get that in letter to Jeremiah the other day, how like these celebrities are like kind of I think brother Chronicles Judah, you said it years ago, because these celebrities are here to replace the gods of old. No, I actually did do a video on that. Like I actually did talk about that the other. My bad, I'm a little tired. It's Eagles game about to come on, but I did talk about that the other day. So yeah, but the letter to Jeremiah, I think I talked about with the whole Kobe thing, and I touched on that video, I touched on that the video few few days ago or like last week or whatever. But I said to say because a lot of times too, we go into the fact that okay, we'll say okay, these what you call them, rock, these other places are satanic, because a lot of times too our people said this. I think the brother of Chronicles Jews said this, listen, we can't just say these rock and heavy metal and these Edomites or so-called Caucasian people are are satanic, and our people in our genres of music aren't about the same thing, because one, this is two wings on the same bird. They on different sides, but it's just like the whole it's just like the political campaign. It's just like voting. It's all like that. They worship the same thing, but this two different two different same bird on different wings, pretty much, man. That's what it is, man. They're just on inverted sides on the other side too, because like I mentioned too, there's even the celebrities, how they met these people, the entertainers, celebrities, politicians, sports, or whatever. Like, those are not all of them are in the craft, but those are in the craft. They even worship the gods of old, even though they're supposed to like replace the gods of old. They worship the gods of old. They worship the old gods of Egypt, like the Kemetic Babylon mystery school system. They worship the gods, the Canaanite gods, like they worship Asteroid. They worship all pretty much the like different versions of the same God, pretty much, man. They worship like the divine feminine mother goddess, the Kemetic, pretty much all the stuff that came out of ancient Kemet and Babylon. Then they tossed into Rome, even now. So it's all the same thing. So they worship that. So that's just is what it is. I say that to say that that's just really what it is. They just worship it on the same side. So it's like different things, man. But my point, yeah, just like, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Jeremiah, just like Jeremiah and Micah says, like Jeremiah says, these people never left their gods, pretty much, and even our people, we're not even supposed to be worshiping these gods, but it is what it is. But my point, my bad for even going into this, but I said to say because Jay Z's like one. My point is being is that because like my point earlier is that okay, we can't just look at one side and say okay, they're satanic and all that, but can't look at our side because one, this is Jay Z's the Black Album, pretty much, and if you know anything, actually Biggie, he was supposed to be I think it was rumored that he was supposed to have come out with an album called the Black Album. And what is this? Saturn worship, pretty much. It's worship. And we see these celebrities or whatever, not just celebrities, politicians, celebrities, athletes, entertainers, if they're reaching a high level enough, or they're at a high level version of their and they're all black, that means they worship Saturn. They're Saturnians, pretty much, and that's what they mean. And that's what that means, man. So, but also too on Kanye, that means if y'all know Kanye was graduation album too, that came out back in 2007. Damn it, over 17 years ago, 18 years ago. It had to be 17. I'm not sure. 2007. He has a song on there called Big's Brother. Big Brother, and he kind of is in the song. He's playing homage to Jay-Z, and what he's playing like calling Jay-Z like he's spiritually like his big bro, his big brother. But in the hook he says my Big's brother was Big's brother. So he's talking about Biggie, how Jay-Z and Biggie were close. So that's why he said my Big's brother was Big's brother. Like he was because Jay-Z and Biggie and Jay-Z, they were like they were close over years. It was they was actually just songs together. They was gonna they spoke a lot. If you watch Jay-Z says a lot in the interviews a lot of times because they're both from Brooklyn, but Jay-Z's from Marcy, he's from Bed-Stuy, but they're both from Brooklyn, so they were close. And actually on Biggie's last interview, a public interview that he did, I believe on Rap City, he shouted out Jay-Z. So but when he said my Big's brother was Big's brother, Biggie was probably like he was probably like schooling Jay-Z and other things too, like as far as the craft. You never know because I speak as a man because honestly he's supposed to come out like with an album called the Black Album, and Jay-Z like comes out with a Black Album. Jay-Z actually came out with it. And of course, this is a side note, Jay's known for kind of riding waves and kind of going on with hot because he like how many he's been known for quoting big lines. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but that's what Jay kind of rides wave. Even though he's all time great, as far as MC rap, in music he is, but he's just known for that. But anyway, I said to say, man, because like Biggie, like because there's an old picture of Biggie, like he's wearing the he has a vest on called 666, and plus Big was down Bad Boy, so that was kind of about like he had to be initiated in the craft, and two, and like he was gonna come out with an album called the Black Album, so and that's for Saturn worship. So I want to get into this because there's another I said to say, man, because this is all Saturn worship because we see here this is the big Jay-Z Black Album, but there's another like Metallica, like in '91 they have a called this is all Saturn worship. See, notice how it's different in different worlds. Like this is the heavy metal rock world, and also in the rap world, they worship the same thing, but it's in different ways, different on different sides. Because this is the Black Album, and notice it has a serpent on there. So they are telling you what they're about. It's more because I think more well now more even rap over the years has come more overt what it is. But even though heavy metal, rock, and things of that nature, like they always been overt, like Black Sabbath or like just the Metallica, all these other rock bands you name, they even though some of them have good music, whatever. But some some songs a lie, not every song's a lie. I'm just kind of getting to that, but yeah, they're about the same thing. But notice like a lot of times too, because a lot of times people could be like that's why it's a lot of times people get tripped up in these these politics pretty much, and like or like the whole election, yeah, elections. I was meant to say political campaigns. I meant to say elections because one that they both worship the same. I'm telling you, those people they worship the same gods. They're all part of the left hand side, the Kemet Babylonian mystery school system. They all Saturnians. They're all Wiccans and witches and warlocks things of that nature. But they're on different sides. So when you see I don't know Trump and the Harris thing that nature, they worship the same. They worship the same thing. They're on different sides. Similar to this, like Jay-Z has has an album called the Black Album, and Metallica. Uh, Metallica has a black album. So what's that telling you? They worship the same thing, but it's on different sides. This is in the rap world, and this is in the rock, heavy metal world, man. Because see, Serpent on there. And also too on Jay Z's album, you know, he has a song called on here he has a song called Lucifer. So it's and that's what that. But even though Lucifer, those are new scriptures, Yahushua is that he's a light bearer, or like even Aaron means light, things of that nature. No, Aaron means high mountain, but I think one brother sent me first one brought out how Aaron, its other name from the Aaron means. I'm not sure. I gotta look into that, but Yahushua is the light. Yahushua bears the light, so that's might be and Lucifer is not even saying his name. Like I always mention in other videos, saying his name is not what certain people's name isn't worth mentioning. Just don't mention don't mention Candyman things like nature. Satan's the same way, or like Scar from the Lion King. His name means dirt or worth it. Satan's the same way. So Lucifer is not Satan's name. So, but Jay Z has a song called Lucifer on here. So that's just on the Black Album, which is Black Album with Saturn worship. So it's already telling you. Telling you what's that about. But also too, Metallica on this one, they have on this album they got a song called Enter Sandman. So or it's called, what does Sandman mean? I was saying if you look up Sandman, it means death pretty much. Enter death means Saturn, pretty much death. So that's just going to that pretty much what this is about. But anyway, man, I just wanted to get touch on this because yeah, I just want to touch on this, man. I thought it was kind of good to know, man, because and also too those that when you hear about the mythos of a Sandman, that song Mr. Sandman, bring me. That's talking about kind of like death. That's what the Sandman is death. And also too, there's the DC character in DC Comics. His name is called Sandman. It's pretty much death. I'm not sure if it's hero or villain, but it's pretty much death. So that's what that means. But yeah, man. But notice how Metallica has a black album, and Jay-Z has a black album. So man, this is all Saturn worship, man. So it's important to know these things. I'm not always going too deep right there, because most of the time, most of the time we need to focus on the gospel, the Most High, the faith in the Most High, Yahushua, and things of that nature. But it is important to go into these things like Ecclesiastes 7:25 for the knowledge of wickedness, because even the other gods are named in the Bible for a reason. So we had to know what's what's out there. We had to know those energies are out there, man. So even of course we know the way of truth, the way of the Most High Yahushua, the right hand path is going to counteract all that. But it's important to know all this stuff. That's why the brother from Assembly First One is going into this, like it says in First John, little children stay away from idols, man. So yeah, man. Hopefully this is edifying, man. So peace.